which has been perfectly okay. I can cope with that. I've got myself my stuff. I've got myself my, well, more stuff. I've got myself a little bit of stuff to clean the thing with. I said that I was going to start at about 3 o'clock-ish. It's now 4:30. There's an hour and a half past the time I said I was going to do it. Ultimately, my fault. What the? Sorry, someone's been chasing the magpies away, which is a bit mean. But the magpies often chase other birds away, so it's okay. Anyway, ultimately, everything's, my fault from my perspective. But at the same time, a lot of unexpected stuff happened today. The time I was preparing for the stream, everyone came along and decided, you know what, the kitchen needs to be made into a giant mess. And, I'll give you a pro tip here. Kitchen doesn't need to be made into a giant mess. Okay, there we go. Right, fresh paper. But there are a few little things I've had to do, and I can't show you all of it because it's all still a little bit messy. But basically, I've been cleaning up the area and making things to make the place a little bit more pristine. One of the things that's really been getting my goat recently has been the fact that no matter what I do, I still get wet when I'm doing the OPAL stuff. I can put my arms in, I can make a different kind of armrest for myself, doesn't matter. Splashback happens, I still get myself wet. Whilst I was doing all of this today, for example, my OPAL tanks overflowed and sprayed water everywhere. So I'm going to be absolutely covered in water this time around. That's the way I suffer, guys. I'm suffering for you. That's right. This suffering is just for you. Because I'm that kind of loving, caring, giving person who will suffer for you. Don't I sound like one of those, I'm not going to call it that, but yeah, it sounds like one of those people, doesn't it? Look at all the stuff I do for you, you ungrateful thing. Yeah, but it's alright. I actually quite enjoy doing this. Not the cleaning bit. Well, I suppose the cleaning bit's okay when it gets all clean, but very rarely does. Alright, so what have we got here? We've got this. I'll show you an example of it. We've got a jar full of this stuff here. I've just gotten a handful of them. Now these are fresh off the press, so to speak. Stones here. In case you're wondering what's going on, I'm an OPAL cutter, and believe it or not, these stones actually might end up looking good. I'll keep that one. But basically, these stones here, yeah, here's a good example. I'll zoom in. Zoom. You can see that little chunk of green that's sitting in there. Basically, that makes it OPAL pretty. If you cut it right, you can convert it into another type of green. Oh, hello, Misa, is that right? It's good to see you. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the club, so to speak. How's your day been? It's a bit hot and sweaty here. I'm in Australia. I don't know, and I'm not going to presume you are in Australia. You hear all that beautiful opal-y sound happening. Right, so I've got those two. This one's just a bit of a gamble. We'll find out if that gamble works out. Just pushing it into here, and then we've got a few other ones. I can see. Trouble is, yeah, we'll have a look. Show you this one. We zoom right in, you'll see. Well, I'm going close rather than zooming right in because that's probably a better way to do it. You can see there's quite a lot of colour. That's the lightning rigger, or from Lightning Ridge. And if you don't know, Lightning Ridge is very important. This one, very lightly coloured, but I'm hoping if you cut into it, more than lightly coloured. I'm thinking of trying one of these big ones. The only trouble is there's a risk that there's nothing in it. So there'll be an awful lot of work and an awful lot of people joining and unjoining and all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit risky. What I might do is I might try one of these guys first before I go into the big stuff. Or maybe even this guy here. This is a reasonable sized one, and I know there is actually some colour within it. So let's just get this thing going and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah. thought so. Get them out of there. What's happened here? That's a bit too... It's decided to go a little bit harder than I was expecting. I'd say the throttle's stuck. That's alright. I can cut at this speed. It's just a bit noisier. Interesting. There we go. Have we had our fun? Right. That's the speed I prefer. I don't know what you were seeing, but sparks were flying even. I think eventually all the vibrations shook the throttle loose, so to speak, and it said, oh, hang on, I'm not supposed to be at this setting. I'll pretend I know what I'm talking about anyway. I'll just readjust the foofer valve. Yep, that'll do it. Oh yeah. Just get the Galagan bone suspension off. Give it a bit of a Karen shanking. Moving on to things I actually know something about, I'm just cutting some of the thin bits off it, because that makes a nicer apple. Whee! So there we go. I'm glad I started on something that wasn't quite so valuable. So there's the first of many. Not a bad start to the day. Obviously, if you're from Australia, you're not starting the day. If you're from the United States, you might be. Or maybe you're ending the day, preparing for another day. I don't know. Some places will be close to midnight. Some places will be not so midnightish. There we go. Alright, zooming in. So it's just a nice little coloured square. I'll probably turn that into a cushion cut. Why not? Alright, whilst we're here, I've got this. I don't know what this one's going to do, so let's find out. I'm going to cut it off right here, because I can see an awful lot of spongy material. Probably doesn't owe us anything. If there's colour behind it, I can easily go back, so it's not that big a risk. From the way it's cutting through, I don't think I've got that much risk anyway, but you never know. Opal is a mysterious beast. Oh, that's interesting. So that tells me that it was oriented that way in the ground, because it's a knobby. So let's just carve this bit off. Hope is, of course, at some point this gets pretty and colourful. You never know what happens with these things sometimes. Cut through here. Attack! Where is it? There we go. Well, thank you for the likes, whoever gave them. Very nice of you. Okay. Nothing there, nothing there. Ah, that's all right. Let's see if we can... yep, found something. So we've got it. What I'll do first is there's a crack here, so I'll just get rid of the rubbish and then we'll see if we can bring out some colour. Now, if any of you people have been watching OPAL as a general rule, oh, hello that OPAL guy. You've probably seen Pulitzer opals. You've probably even seen that OPAL guy, as a matter of fact. A mate of mine. And if you think that my stuff is worth watching, then probably you'll consider his stuff worth watching. So I'll let that gel in your head. So now it's time to see if anything here is actually colourful. Cut off all of the sand, all of the rubbish. What have we got? Sadly, I don't see much. I think we're going to move on from this one-horse town, so to speak. Okay, so what I can do, however, grab a few. Whoops, what did I just drop? The beach. Let's have a look at these guys. No. Give this one a go. Maybe, just maybe. Whoop. Maybe, just maybe, this one will have something in it. 17 hours to a new video. Everybody, set your clocks. For the new OPAL Guy video. Well, at least 63 new people know that it drops now. I don't know if it's new or not. Now, all the new people, lurkers included, it's quite possible now that one of you people will be my millionth viewer. If this particular episode, this particular live stream is really successful, yep, millionth viewer. If not, it'll be one of the next 2 streams. How did it go? Or is that going to be the hook? No spoilers. So does the Lambina turn into a Lamborghini or a Lambine Lemon? Oh wow, it's going up. Hello there, Adele. Another channel worth looking at. Collaboration or curiosity. And bingo, we've got something. That's cool. This is one of the random ones that you just hack into just to see. And I think we're going to win it. We're going to win ya. We're going to win ya. Only old Australians will know that one, because that was an ad for a shop called Walton's. Back in the schoolyard, I can still remember going, we're going to win ya. We're going to win ya. We're gonna pick your nose and put it in your dinner. Laminations, yes. It's gonna be lamb-tastic. Da 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 da. It'd be cool if all people did the things the Smurfs did, because, like, you know, we're opal cutters, so we theoretically should be going, oh, that's opal-tastic. Oh, good idea. Hey, that's interesting. The hyperlink works. Maybe it's because you have a special status on here. Have I cut off all the colour? Maybe. All right. We'll keep going. I'm going to make it into a cab regardless. Good cabbing practice anyway. I don't know if I should tell you this or not, but I have discovered a secret technique for really shining up the opals. Got nothing to do with what I'm doing now. It's at the finishing phase. But I've realised, oh wow, can really do some good things with this method. What the Smurf are you telling me, mate? Tell you what, I think you're a bit of a Smurf and Smurf, mate. Can hear me use my bogan voice too. Does it work on mobile? Oh, okay. Well, I just changed the internet. Tell me if it's created bad internet. Right, good. They'll just keep me updated if there's an issue. So that is, well, technically it's a stone, but, you know. Let's have a looky here. What have we got? Theoretically, the first 3 or 4 that I've got here should be the really good ones. I can remember putting them in, but I don't see very good ones. Oh well, I'll just trust myself. It was sunnier when I did this. So this one, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Okay, previous me was much cleverer than current me. So let's have a look and see how we go. Yep, that's going. Still got some good colour happening. Oh, not so much good colour as fantastic colour. Look at that. I hope that's just not a layer that I have to remove. That'd be annoying. At least we get to see the colour before I get to ruin it. I promise if there's anything that has to happen that'll ruin it, I'll show you the colour first. Presuming I know I'm about to ruin it, of course. Seeing this whole opal thing is quite unpredictable, I'll show you now. Right, let's get into the ruining of it. I haven't quite got a feel for what this stone is doing yet, so still much that can happen. May have to cut this end bit off, but we'll see. Got these two little holes, and if they don't resolve, then there'll be a bigger nuisance, and they might be able to make another stone. So the sensible option is to slice it off, slice and dice. Let's see. For the time being, I'm going to be content. So just saw some indications that there's more colour just down here. And there's some indications there's colour here too, look at that. That colour goes deep. It really runs deep. So it may be worth just going into that bubble and seeing how it goes. Let's have a look at what it does under here. There is a certain amount of material there that I think the safe bet is just to cut the edge of this off. That way, if there is something, we'll... Yeah, okay, cool. So it's like that. I can get rid of that piece, like so. Then I can carefully bring this bit in, I suppose. What happens if I do that? Ooh. Dicey. What's it gonna do? I think what I'll do is I'll cut this end off because I really need to know what's going on in the middle. This opal is certainly not willing to cooperate, I'll give you that much. Okay. So it's getting there. We've got some nice colour. It's still, well, we've got that. We need to mitigate, but I think we can mitigate that simply by rolling that corner in. Now we've got this. This is all the usable opal we have. So, oops, sorry. I'll just go out a bit. Well, thank you for doing that. Someone hit the like because you can see there's 3 instead of 2. So I like to think of the people who watch my stuff as independent thinkers. You can't tell me what to do. I like that. Okay. In the end, it shrank down to quite an insubstantial size, but it still is there. There we go. One little bit more. Days like this, you go, I wonder where it all went. But don't remember it ending up this small. Just gets that way. There we go. Nice little, tiny little opal. About, I think it's sitting... I can play guitar too. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly the material all goes away. We've got here, we've got a slight chance of something. I'm going to give this 5 seconds, and then if it doesn't work out, then moving on. Not looking good. Can't see anything. It's all over, Red Rover, mate. Okay. This one here has got actual colour on it. You can see it from a mile away. So let's do that. Just so you believe me. Alright. I know how to do this. I figured it out now. You bring it right up to the screen. I love it how it just loves to make a liar out of me. There we go. There's your colour. Right. Now someone hit the like button. You've done well, mate. There's a lady who knows all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Presuming that's what the guitarist is playing. You noticed I used the English G on the ing? Yeah. I think because people click through relatively rapidly. I wouldn't take offense. But one of these people, if it keeps going like this, if I double my my previous personal best, which was 38, 38,000. If I get more than 38,000, if I get around 60 or 70,000, that is enough to get me 1 million views. So I'll have hit the million mark. Just depending. I'm not suggesting it's definitely going to happen today, because I doubt it. But look, when you think about it, hitting the thumbs up is like, I don't know, when umpteen million people say hit that thumbs up, you know, when you're watching your own video, you're going, oh, this is detracting from what I'm trying to watch. I'm not suggesting you're doing a bad job, of course. I'm just going, I'm thinking in my own mindset. Not unless I really like it, am I going to get that thumbs up to the person. Because since I've started doing live streams and stuff, I've not adopted that attitude anymore, because I realise what it all means. So I just like everything I see, unless I really dislike it. At the moment, we've got a very interesting shape brewing here. I'm hitting the more extreme corners to try and bring it into something that I can remotely call a cab. Oh yeah, no, I get that. Sometimes I'm busy cutting an opal, I come back and you're like, yeah, so those hams, they really fell the moment you hit the speed bump. And like, I've got wet hands, I can't scroll back, I have no idea what's going on. That's the second time I've brought out my double bogan voice though. There comes a time in every Aussie's life when they have to break out of their little cocoon and become the bogan they're supposed to always be. If you're living in sunny New South Wales, you'll know there's a few storms on the way. Hoping that Gilly hasn't been struck by lightning. In other news, managed to drag this thing under control. Famous last words probably, but it seems that I've gotten a flat bottom for it. Got a nice bum now. It's got good booty. Bootay. Oh, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Shut up. Oi. Something like that, yeah. Still giving a little bit of resistance on the way through. Here we go. If you like it, then you should put a speed bag on it. There we go, look at that. I was thinking it never happened. It's also weird shaped. And then I managed to make it into essentially a standard cab. 1.5 carats, I reckon. Zoom back so you can see. It worked last time with the very same stone. Well, it looks better than that. Don't worry, when I shine it up, it'll be an absolute smasher. Alright, let's have a look what we got in here. I'll be ambitious with Caleb's stone, I think. Nice big chunk of something. Well, I can tell that's mudstone. Now I'm being cautious with this bit because I noticed in the sunlight that this band here, that's just above there, that band actually is colourful. So it might give an effect similar to boulder opal. We'll see. Of course, I'm going for the opal below it. Bit inconsistent there. It seems I've been feeding this drill an indeterminate quantity of wheat mix. There we go. Don't see much, but you never know. Don't worry, ladies and gents, I won't dwell on this for too long. I'm just a bit curious. If I'm not mistaken, that does look like a bit of red. I think we might have a quick look at this one because we might get rewarded. Opal guy is correct, it's Cooper PD opal. So around here we get to know people a little bit, and I mentioned earlier who actually mined it. Opal guy knew who I was talking about, so he instantly knew it was Cooper PD opal. Not to mention it just looks like Cooper PD opal, but that's a different story. Yeah, he does. He puts us all to shame because he's a kid. And he cuts some really, really good stones. And, like, you know, dang, honestly, I should be older and wiser and all those sorts of things. Can't do as good as him. Oh, we'll say equivalent because, you know. Not that it matters who's the biggest ant on the anthill. Because obviously that's me. Yes. If you ever see any of his stuff, not only is he good, but he's humble. He's not at all like me. He's just sitting there going, oh yeah, this is a good bit of Cooper Petey. Hopefully I'll get a stone out of it. Now the time's come to wonder which way to cut it. So I'll just cut in at an angle and see what it does. I'll cut in at an angle on the other side, see what it does. Not there yet. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that stone rolling. Keep them opals rolling, roll high. To try to understand them. Actually, try to understand them. Not much. So let's go to the other side. So we're gonna try the other side. Gotten there yet? Not quite. Cannot detect anything. Alright. Well, that was an interesting segue, but I don't think it got us anywhere. Next thing, remove the material. Cast off all material things. This is really good. I can see that it's giving me a good insight into what this opal is like. So there's like a kernel within the middle. I kept thinking to myself, whilst it's sunning, I should mark with a pen where the colour is, because it doesn't necessarily show up in the twilight. I know this has some colour on it. It's just as hard to spot at this time of the day. I'm going to smooth all the corners. That's always a helpful thing because it helps do some rounding. But if I don't see anything in too short a time, I might just stop with this one because I know there's colour on it and I don't want to ruin it. Now, what do I see before me? Maybe here. Alright, let's give this a bit of a burl. Nada so far. Oh, 7 likes from absolutely nowhere. Get a couple of likes. Thank you very much, whoever did that. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to postpone the work on that stone until I see some more evidence of colour. There is colour there, so I'm not going to ruin it. We might be sitting in the twilight where not a lot happens, so if that's the case, well, we'll find something, don't worry. So far nothing. Not a sausage. That's some important info there. So there's just that giant lens of material right in there, which means go into here, carve for longer. Got an itchy ear. Scratch, scratch, and sound of you to us, everybody soon. Well, for those Spanish speakers, concha de madre, tengo nada. Right. We'll stare at that one, but I'm going to try and find something nice. Stare at that one too. Tell me if you want to see what's inside it. saw some colour somewhere. Where was it? Was it here? There it was. Let's do that one. Fixes up the old back and then gets back into it. Oh. This one's living on the edge. So nice colour, but a bit disappointing really, because the colour's a bit weak and it looks so much better. Like you could see the flash in the dish as you were going. So I expected it to be a little bit stronger than that. You can't win them all, I suppose. Looks like it's wanting to be a drop, so I'll just turn it into a drop and then we'll see what happens when or if I get the chance to. And it's going to be a cab now because I saw a crack. Just got rid of it. Yeah, so there's a little bit of colour just sitting here. I'll just dome it this way because it's hard to know when you're dopping them what side to dop them on when they're like this. And just flatten that out, I suppose. There we go. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. I'll show you some other opals in a little while, some that have been polished. Opal gold will be happy with that at the very least. So let's see what this one's going to do. Not seeing much yet, but the night is still young. Wow. Got my life flashed before my eyes as that one went flinging. Don't even know where it went. It was too fast. I think it's gone somewhere in here. Let me see. It's not that one. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Well, that one decided to fling itself away and then hide. So let me have a quick look. I don't think it's this one. Just recovering from my shock, to be honest. Okay. Can't see it. I think it's kind of flung. I think that's part of it. I think it's kind of flung itself into the interior workings of the machine. So I heard it kind of fling around in there. Doesn't matter. We'll just move on. Grab another one, I suppose. Ooh. Ooh. What have we here? Devilish laugh. Ooh. Nice looking opal. Let's see if it goes the other side. Oh, we've got wall to wall. Maybe we need to go this side. Maybe we just get on with it. Let's just carve the walls away a bit. See what we're dealing with. Yeah, so I've got a bit of an issue with thickness here. We'll see what we've got going on here. Because it's slightly better looking than a lot of the other opals, I'm just being a bit more cautious. We'll dive right in a minute, don't worry. Right, so I'll cut this a piece off actually. Ooh, that's quite nice. Quite a lot of good colour in there. Alright, let's just very carefully take the skin off the bottom of it. Because this looks like one that we're going to have trouble figuring out what the bottom and the top is because it's so good. I know. Oh, goody. Goody, goody, yum, yum. Not happy with that. That looks like a crack. I'm going to have to I may have to carve this piece off, just at the top here. Something I definitely don't want to do, but sometimes you just have to do what's good for the opal colour and the opal presentation, etc., etc. Yeah, definitely a crack there. So let's just, what I'm going to be doing is just carefully going into that crack. I can see where the crack's going. You can see it's going at an angle there. So how do we deal with this? May be able to get away with cutting this at an angle like that. It might mitigate the crack. It might. Or it might make it 10 times worse. Looks like I've set a course of action. I'm going to have to stick with it. Look at this. It's giving us exactly what needs to happen now because it's elucidated where the crack actually goes to. Yep. So I'll just take the top off and it'll naturally just crack away. Yep, there it goes. Okay, let's see what we're left with and see if we can work with it. This is the lesser of the two, so okay. I think no, it's quite sturdy. That's good. Okay, so I'll leave it like this. Might either be a pointer or a doublet, that one. Let's see. So it stays down there. Well, I'll put it over here so you can see it. There you go. Now, let's very carefully take the rest off, because I think we've got a nice opal, even if it's a bit smaller than we expected. There you go. Nice little thing. Lovely. Lovely little opal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very carefully go around and just going to carve that bit off, I think. That bit's just a bit too thin, in case you were wondering. And in case you're wondering, I don't like carving that much off it either. You just got to do it. Okay, we've got it under control. Now just roll it through. Better to have a nice delicate little opal of small size than something that's unstable and looks ugly. Now I can dot that. That's nice. That's a nice little stone. It's a bit smaller than you'd want, but it's okay. Now let's get a stone that's not going to do that. Nice big stone, but what's in for us? Can't see much. So have a look in here. I might grab one of the knobbies in a second. Just looking around in the okay. Maybe this one will do us a world of good. I'm going to get a second one just in case that one fails. Oh yes, that one looks good. And that one looks good. So a few good lookers here. Not you. Maybe you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you're one of Caleb's. Alright, found another of Caleb's. So got this one here, crystal opal, got some nice colour right underneath that cap. So let's give that one a quick buzz. Seeing we're at 104, we'll start hunting around for the Magnus opal. This one's too small to be such a thing. Magnum opal, honestly, the fact that the opal guy can actually attest to, probably anyway, is that when I went and looked through it and said, oh yeah, that's one of Caleb's, it's not a special skill. Most people who are used to cutting opals can do it. They just go, oh yeah, that's from this mine, that's from that mine. Just get used to it. You can kind of know what they look like. interesting. This is just a case of getting that colour out of it. Look, there we go. Down some. Naturally on the smaller surface area, but you know, choosers can't be beggars. Or some such phrase. Oh, it's got a crack right in the middle of it. I'm not going to bother finishing that because it'll just make us all sad. Okay, this one should have a nice piece of shine right underneath the skin here, so I'll get to that first. Yeah, good. Finally got something cool. Don't do that. Naughty. More naughty. This blade is wanting to throw him, isn't it? Then I wanted to divert it too far. That's a bit thinner than I wanted to cut it. That'll work out, but gee, couldn't go much thinner than that, or else, well, it would be a no opal. A nopal. And if I want to reface it, I'm screwed. So, you know, oh well. It's all worked out well, so it's not a problem. That's what you get for wanting to get on top of it all and just get it nice and sorted. That is at the lower limit of what I expect of a good opal. As a matter of fact, it's a little bit under par now. But it's still a solid opal, just a very, very thin one. Alright, that's ready to be docked. So that one's not the Magnum Opal because I screwed it up, basically. I'll say the blade diverted itself too hard and started throwing the stone. Because it can't possibly be my lack of skill, you know that. Over the holiday period, I've been cutting an awful lot of opals, so it's probably about time to change the blade, even though it's only been a few days. see a crack there. So that's clearly not going to be the magnum opal, but let's just quickly carve through here so that we can see. And all that he could see was a relatively see-through opally dopally-doo. Yeah, that's not as impressive as I thought. I might cut it a bit later. But we have Caleb to bail us out here. Caleb to bail. Yeah. Man and his quest for entertainment, Opal guy. I think the trouble is that people are mistaking AI for entertainment. They even do documentaries with AI voices, and I'm like, I don't want this. There's been a lot of advertisements from various companies saying, here, make your own AI content. And I'm like, no, mate, I'll just cut an opal on a live stream, I think. I might bring my brother over to do a voiceover whilst I'm cutting it. Will the opal crack? Will it turn into something terrible? Oh, really? Yeah, could be. I suppose sometimes it's just a case of if some kind of intelligence is involved, artificial or not. Well, Caleb, you little ripper. Check to see if that doesn't cause problems, but I'm seeing some very good opal here. I don't know what you're seeing. We'll just go carefully because it's just starting to come out now. Zoom out so you can see it properly. See that little flash of red just underneath, and there's more red just right where my finger is, but you can't see it. Oh, you can see it a bit. You can see the red just poking its way through the opal a little bit. That's not imaginary. Do not adjust your set. It is exactly as it looks. I did have to, however, get rid of a piece of crack or some kind of problem area. is looking to be a double-sided wonder. Here is the opal addict, addicted to his product. He must be cautious, because the opal spider is lurking around the corner. The relationship between the opal cutter and the spinning wheel is complex. It is a symbiotic community of which the opal wheel is the brains. Never seen an episode. I didn't realise that David Attenborough narrated it. This will most certainly come good. Got no doubt about that. It's even a case of what side is going to be the best side. I'm not sure you can see that all in what you're seeing, but it is definitely a nice opal. Once again, a bit smaller. That might be my cack-handedness on it. Okay. All right. I know it doesn't look like it, but that will be a magnum opal. I guarantee it. Oh. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're cutting our addictive opal with a bit of sand. That'll get someone in trouble. What I'll do now is I will just grab one of the knobbies that I've got down here. That's a bit too big. I'll grab one of these knobbies and we'll see what's inside it. Let's do this one. So, let's just cut straight down the middle. Whee! Mexican jumping opal. There it is. There we go. Wow! Oh, look at that. Oh, check that out. I'm not sure I can make that into an opal, but man, that looks so cool. All right, let's see what I can do with it. What a surprise. Yeah, what do you reckon? That's amazing. Just got to get that material out of there. Obviously, it's not perfect. Obviously, surprisingly good considering what I was doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, this opal was selected completely at random. I had no idea it would do this. Just round it off a bit. Try and round it off in such a way that it keeps its colours. The only little irritation is that there is a little bit of sand just underneath it. So I'm trying to get rid of that sand. I don't think I can. We'll just keep it in, I suppose. Considering what it was, it's a complete surprise. So what I think I might do is I'll just have a quick look at this side. I'll have to just give it a bit of a clean up on this side first. Then I'll try taking it from this side and see if it does the same thing. There's no way I could have foreseen that. No way. How could I have known? Pretty much. I'm feeling like I'm protesting too much now. There's no way it could be random. No, you can't. No way. No, see this bit, there's nothing there. How the hell would you know? Even the way I did it, I just said, oh, I'll cut straight through the middle sideways. Not knowing what was going to be there. Nothing. That's the other side. Nothing. Something. Wow. Well, that's a good way to finish it off, isn't it? Oh, let's turn the water off here. There must be a wasp's nest up there. See them all flying around. All right, let's get cranking. Zing. Yeah, I made another thing for my it'll get cleaned up eventually, but yeah, I just put a holder for my OPAL water stuff because I thought that was appropriate. No, it's missing a bit, isn't it? So I've got to move this over here. Hang on. That'll do it. All right, perfect. Fortunately, in here, other than a few power tools, it's been kept a little bit more pristine. Just grab this drinky poo. Yoink. Oh, hello there, Gilly. You just missed all the fun. I just cut a random knobby in half. Actually, I'll go out and show it to you. Where did I put it? There it is. Just cut a random knobby in half from Lightning Ridge, and that was the result. So we'll see what we'll do. I have to keep the sand in it, that's the only issue. But it looks kind of nice. I like it like that. Where did I put that drink? I'm so thirsty. Oh. Is that it? I think so. Is there something you want, Maxi Bubba? Something you want? The thing he hates? Interesting, the emotions going through his head. He's like, I don't like this, but I know what it means. There you go. Come on. How'd you get? Let's see if he tries to sneak into Loki's cage today. Now, Loki has been rather bitey recently. Don't know why. I'm coming to the realization that I'm going to have to clip Max's feet, not his wings, of course. It's all right, it's all right. You are quite a cranky bird. Why are you such a cranky bird? It's going to let Max get in the cage and he can sort you out, huh? Trying to make sure that all the feather bits are okay. There we go. All right, Max, do you want a scratchy poo? Would you like a scratchy poo? Good bird, come on. Yeah, that's the way. You want to go all the way down here? I'll get you one of these. You can have a chair. And get on there. Given him a bit of a climbing obstacle course to get there. What's going on? I think he's decided that Loki is more interested than me. Interesting. He's going to sneak in that cage. I can see the look in his eye. I have to make the stakes higher. Can I find the scratchy stick? It should be here somewhere. Here's one of the opals I cut a million years ago. Right, let's see. Scratchy stick, scratchy stick, scratchy stick, scratchy stick. Can't see the scratchy stick. Where is the scratchy stick? And the time it takes me to get it, he'll have nestled up inside that cozy cage of Loki's. Aha. Guess what I found, Maxi Baba? Aha. Look what I have. Now you have a choice. What's your choice? I think we're about to get a bit of a musical ensemble. Oh, look at Loki. She looked actually interested. The happy man has returned. Look at Max. Is it working, you reckon, Max? He's not doing anything. Look at that. That's a bit weird. I think this is like if I was in a nightclub and I wasn't getting anywhere with any of my moves or dancing or stuff, I'd start acting really weird. Maybe this is what he's trying. Because basically Loki's being a sensible woman in this situation. Go, WTF? Yeah, I know, but like you'd watch him in the same way like you watch Crazy Uncle Charlie, right? Make him work for it, you reckon? Yeah, that's not a bad strategy. Yeah, but how's that work for you? That just means that, when you're in the club, for example, eventually the guys out of frustration just start acting like complete jerks and stuff. Watch my one-legged dance thing. He's unsuccessfully trying to flirt, I think. The thing is that these birds, they tend to pair up for life if they pick someone. So, yeah, he's been doing all that. We'll zoom out a little bit so you get the general context of what's going on. So I'm actually I'm not interested in disturbing too much what's going on there. And all the bio stuff says that the female just looks ridiculously disinterested, like, this. Give me a scratch. Sorry, Max. I won't intrude on your... I won't intrude on your mating dance. It's all right. She's all yours if you succeed. Okay. And here it comes. It's okay, I've made the house a lot safer so I can afford to keep them out for a bit longer, so I can keep the cage doors open. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is a good strategy, Max. Loki's looking a bit jelly. Good work, Max. Yeah, Loki, you could have all of this. Look at all this hunk of a man. As you can see, I'm well with the modern lingo. Check out this hunky man. He's a snag. He's a snab. Sensitive new age bite. Back to flirting. Off you go. Do your flirting. Oh, hang on. Sorry, mate. Can I have a look? See what it is? There is something in there because I saw a whole heap of powder flying when he scratched it. It's all right. Let me have a quick look. Scratch with the hand. Is that it there? No, there's more. I can feel something hard. Here it is. That bit there. Just in here. Just in here too. Got a whole heap of stuff here, mate. Incidentally, if I do the wrong thing here, there's no way I can get my hand out in time. He will take a big chunk of me. There's that bit. How's that? That's probably... I can just feel all this random, like, feather sheaths around. So, Loki, don't do that. Is that a little bit uncomfortable, was it? Sorry, mate. I'm only trying to help. He's giving me the stink eye. All right, you're looking fantastic. Go to it. Go to it. Get into it. Make some progress with Loki and then I'll go and scratch you later, okay? All right, well, I'll tell you how it goes later on. Let's go have a look and see what Pony is doing. Good job. Pony splat. So, all right, well, that is the entertainment, well, from me anyway, for this afternoon. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this amazing Opal journey. It was quite a lot of fun today. If you haven't already, like and subscribe on the way out. Other than that, have a great afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, and see you on the next one. See you guys around. Dr. Phil out.